Hey everybody, ABC 10 meteorologist Brendan Minchef here with a look at what will be a very nice and very seasonal holiday weekend. Temperatures for the 4th of July were in the mid to upper 80s across much of Northern California. 86 in Sacramento, 89 in Stockton, 89 in Modesto, 82 in Auburn, 70 up in Truckee and South Lake Tahoe. Temperatures were about 5 degrees cooler than normal for the time of year. In the valley, almost 10 degrees cooler than normal up in South Lake Tahoe. Hard to beat that type of weather for the 4th of July, especially considering where we were last year for the holiday. 4th of July 2024 was 106 degrees in Sacramento. This year it was 86. That's a whole 20 degrees cooler from last year, and it is the coolest 4th of July we've had since 2022 in Sacramento. But thinking back to 2024, the start of July was historically hot. 10 of the first 12 days had a high temperature of at least 100 degrees. Twice we hit 110. That was July 6th and July 11th. And during this 12-day stretch, the average high temperature was 104.4 degrees. So if you were to spread the heat out evenly over these 12 days, it would have been basically 104.5 every single day. July 2024 was very hot, so it makes us appreciate the very nice temperatures that we had yesterday and we'll have throughout this weekend even more. 88's the forecast high for Saturday. 89 in Stockton, 90 in Modesto, 92 in Colusa, 89 in Angels Camp, 88 Sonora, 83 Placerville, 83 Nevada City, and mid to upper 70s up in the high country. Sunny and warm. The average high is 92. Basically, the entire valley is going to be a few degrees cooler than normal on Saturday. Similar temperatures on Sunday, but we do start to creep back towards seasonal. I've got a forecast high of 92 in Sacramento for Sunday, and basically all the valley is going to be in those low to mid 90s for Sunday. So again, back towards seasonal to finish the holiday weekend. But it's just so much better than where we were last year. And if you were looking to have 3 very nice days, of course, you would want it to be July 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's exactly what we've got for Northern California. Nice delta breeze from Friday evening. That'll continue for Saturday evening. You'll see that there. And we'll see it once again for Sunday evening. So breezy Saturday and Sunday evenings, even though it'll be a little warm each afternoon. It's just nothing wrong with the forecast. It's hard to linger on it because there's just nothing bad to say. Sunday, we're back towards seasonal. We'll kind of bounce between the upper 80s and low 90s for Monday and Tuesday, but then the heat starts to come back in by the time we get to Wednesday. I've got a forecast high of 95 on Wednesday. That's a couple degrees warmer than that average high of 93. Here is why. For the 4th and through the weekend, we've had this low pressure system just kind of lingering through. It's not a real strong one. It's not bringing us any rain chances or clouds, just some seasonal to below seasonal temperatures. But that moves out as the week goes on. And once we get to Wednesday, high pressure starts to build in. Thursday and Friday looks to be the peak of the heat as that high pressure sits directly overhead. But honestly, even looking out towards next weekend, high pressure does look to be the dominating influence in the pattern. So warmer temperatures can be expected. In the foothills this weekend, mid 80s to low 90s, and then in the high country, mid 70s to upper 70s on Sunday. You do see by the time we get to Wednesday, things do start to look a little bit warmer, and that'll be particularly noticeable in the valley. 88 Saturday, 92 on Sunday. Like I said, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to bounce between seasonal to a little below seasonal, but Wednesday's when the heat returns. Thursday and Friday, I expect to be the peak of the heat. And I've got this little tag here saying high heat possible because some models are suggesting temperatures could be between about 105 and 110. I'm not ready to forecast that high just yet, but there is fairly good consensus. So that is kind of just lighting up a little flag there for me to say keep an eye on this because there is good consensus that some hot temperatures are coming. Could it mean we're closer to 102 as opposed to 105? Absolutely. That's why I've got what I've got here over the next 7 days. Could we be warmer than that? I think it's possible. Just stay tuned to the forecast. We may adjust these numbers higher through the weekend and through the start of next week. We'll just have to wait and see how the pattern develops. But I don't want to focus too much on that. Definitely something to watch, but let's not lose sight of the fact that we've got a couple of really nice weekend days ahead of us. 88 on Saturday, 92 on Sunday. That's at or below normal for the time of year. And again, it is going to get warmer, but we're just not there yet. Just stay tuned and we'll fine tune those numbers as we get closer to that heat event. Be sure to download the ABC 10 app so you can get the very latest forecasts, just like this one. Extended forecasts. We got weather explainers. We got weather and climate specials up there on the ABC 10 Plus app as well. That's all under the weather playlist. You can download the ABC 10 Plus app to your smart TV. It's live, it's local, and we're always there. Thanks for watching.